For the sausage rolls, here are my ingredients. Start by measuring your flour into a mixing bowl, and the flour here is 500 grams. Now measure your milk. The milk, I expected it to give me up to 40 grams, but it gave me 38. It's still okay. If it were to be before, this milk will give you 45 grams because each one is supposed to be 15 grams. But things have so much changed in the country that even milk is not complete anymore. So for the baking powder, I have used 1 teaspoon. The salt also is 1 teaspoon. Mix together and set aside. Next, you measure your butter. Now, another way you can measure everything together in your bowl is place the bowl and return everything to 0. Okay, and then add your butter. For the butter, I am using 200 grams. And then begin to mix. Mix until well incorporated. Next, pour in half cup of water into a smaller bowl. Add the milk, that's the powdered milk, and mix to combine very well. Then make a well at the middle of the flour and butter mixture, and then pour in the milk. Break in 1 egg and then add a 1/4 cup of water extra. Then begin to mix, and after that you need a little bit, and then cover to rest for 15 minutes. Now this is what it should look like. Cover to rest for 15 minutes, and while that is going on, you prepare other things. This is 1 egg I'm breaking into a smaller bowl. This is going to be used for binding and egg washing. Just whisk very well and set aside. This sausage meat, I bought it has been spiced already in a packet. I bought it from Shanrise, Port Harcourt, along Aba Road. I'm using 300 grams. After 15 minutes, I will be rolling out the dough. Now sprinkle some flour on your work table and place the dough on top. Sprinkle another flour and then arrange the dough the way you want it to be, so by the time you roll it, it will give you the shape you want. So I'm arranging it to look like a rectangular shape, okay, before I will start, because it's going to be long. After rolling out, arrange the sausage meat by the side. This particular sheet I rolled out now, I'm going to be dividing it into 2. But I'll first of all arrange the first one. When I get to the middle, I will cut before I do the second one. You can as well cut before you can as well divide the sheet before arranging the meat, okay, the sausage meat. Now after the arrangement, begin to cover it. From there you start rolling. That's where we got the name sausage roll. Do this gradually so that it will be tightened while rolling it. Now apply the egg at the part where you want to stop, okay, and then cut before you seal it up. Now seal very well. Make sure it's lapping. Okay, then the next thing you do is to start cutting according to your desired size. Okay, you can use ruler, that is, place a long ruler by the side and then cut maybe 4 inches, 3 inches, 6 inches, depending on your own choice. That is, if you want it to be evenly cut, to be equal, okay, that is the sizes. If you want the sizes to be equal, you use your ruler and measure. But here I'm just cutting randomly, guessing that they will be equal. Arrange them on the prepared baking tray. That is, I have just applied butter and flour. Okay, arrange them on the prepared baking tray, and then make sure you apply your egg at the two ends in order to stop it from pushing out. Set it aside, and then for the next one I'm going to be trimming off all the sides in order to get a straight shape. Now there's something I want you to know. The dough I use in this recipe is not the dough I normally use. I have used this dough so that I will just show you varieties of dough. But anytime I'm making this particular sausage roll, the dough I use is the same dough I use for my chicken pie. I just have to bring this to your notice. I change dough in this video. It is not like I am always changing my dough. I can use that my chicken pie dough to make all the recipe I want to make, and it will give me what I want. Okay, but I am changing dough so that you know that there are many methods that you can actually mix your dough. So that is to say that even the meat pie dough, when needed, can be used for this. Chicken pie dough, when needed, can be used for this. Okay, so you begin to roll, cover up now, and you can see I have applied my egg at the end of the flat dough. All right, so I'm sealing it up now, and after that I'm going to cut it again and then straight to the tray. I believe you all know that it is actually sausage meat that they normally use for our gala. But unfortunately, because of the cost of things, inside the gala you can only get the taste of it, but you are not really chewing the meat. The reason is because they mix a lot of flour into the sausage meat in order for them to gain, because galas are not always very costly. Okay, they made it in such a way that even the common man will be able to buy it. So for them to gain, they had to mix the meat so much that you can only get the taste or aroma of the sausage meat, but you cannot really chew the meat. So next, you begin to apply your egg on top of your sausage. And after that, there is this design I use my fork to create, but it must happen immediately after egg application. Applying your egg, you just use the fork and begin to roll. That is, give line on it. Okay, you can go round if you want to do it sides on top. It will give you exactly what you have given it by the time you finish baking it. And that's the end result. You can see how nice, how lovely the sausage rolls have turned out to be. Including the fork lines, you can see how everything appeared. It will just give you exactly how you have designed it. Okay, so that is it. See you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.